This Indo-French, Korean, Bangla workshop for us is an exploration in the field to understand better how the people live. Generally in architecture, we are teaching students about the studio work, teaching them about society and culture and everything, but in a closed box. It's in the studio. When we take them on such field workshops, so this becomes a combination of making them sensitive about people and their needs, as well as getting them to explore about more down-to-earth approach to architecture.
New version of this workshop is about relationship between the future and the past. We start to call that like the future past of Puran Dhaka. So historical centers are now in the center of attention everywhere in the world. The first workshop we did last year was to explore the river to the city. This time from the city to the heritage. The architectural heritage, one side, Mughal, colonial and even post-colonial heritage. And secondly, the immaterial heritage. I mean, the craft activities, the art, the creators, makers, and all those people who are still working and creating in Puran Dhaka. The idea was to understand what Puran Dhaka as a place of production, as a urban fabric, but also as a place of creation and innovation.
When we actually have some workshops related to historic areas or historic buildings, we tend to look at it from a very physical aspect, like the history of the building, like the details of the architectural features of the building and how it has been transformed and that. But this workshop is unique for us in a sense that this time we are accommodating the livelihood of the people associated with it. We are seeing the transformation, we are actually mapping the details and everything, but we are looking at it in a broader scale.
First week is all about just exploring. So their time goes in exploring, understanding the site, understanding the people, making association with the people around. And the second week is more about then communicating with people, trying to understand how they are living with the spaces and the architecture and connecting all these dots. So it's more about analysis.
Actual situation of Puran Dhaka is not easy to understand. It is a complicated situation and even tensions, social tension in the field work. So we need to deal with that, to understand why people do what they do, and what is their motivation and reason, etc. So we put the people and the actors in the middle of our vision. Architecture students are formed to see the space. Physical space, architectural space, imaginary space, but they don't see mostly the people space. All the contradiction and tension linked to use of space. So this time we put them in front of reality, very complex reality.
French team comes in, their studio starts around 2-3 months back, and then they develop that idea or notion of that site without actually visiting it. So the first important thing that we teach them here is that to unlearn whatever they have learned in the studio and go with an open mind in the site and observe. Observe carefully what is happening, minutest details, that is first.
For example, you can say Chakari Bazaar, they imagine like a very organized place where people are making chaka and you see the aircraft and etc. When they went there, it was so crowded place, so noisy, etc. They understood that what density means, and of course they changed their mind.
When we have a collaboration between different countries, the cultural background of course matters, and it is a very big difference which we find. But having local students or even Indian students who have some background about these kind of situations also helps a lot, because it gives a perspective to the people who are not from this background. It gives a perspective about how the other half lives and how they manage with the densities, with the chaos and with the organic pattern of living.
like 2 weeks, try to understand something about Puran Dhaka is itself a real great challenge. So the first was the coordination itself, because we have 8 groups, most of them working in a language that is not the natural language, English. So all that is complicated. We have the other is the complexity of Puran Dhaka itself. So even the 8 sites we explore are very complex sites. So it takes time. We need to be there to draw, to explore, to talk with people.
We teach them to keep their sketchbook and pencil ready and to start sketching whatever they can, because sometimes this hand and eye transmission on paper is better than the photographic capture.
The sketch is actually kind of giving the interpretation of the participants. That is actually kind of new for us. We are not used to this kind of activities, but I think it is very informative, and within a very short period of time we are getting different perspective from different countries as well.
Positive point for a student is that they learn, I think, to work with others. There is no architect who works alone in his own. It doesn't exist. Architecture is a collaborative process. More collaborative is better. So we'll teach them how to collaborate with others. It's not easy.
Taking the best of all the team members, so everybody will have different skill set. So you have to use in the limited time the best of your abilities. We are happy to say that within the framework of 2 weeks, they are able to then orient themselves to produce to the best of their abilities.
We found a very vibrant space. We found very interesting characters who are still living in this area, people concerned about their heritage, people who struggle every day, not only for living, for surviving, but also for thinking in the future of this important aspect of Bangladesh history.
This is an opportunity that I need to learn from what my ancestors have already built with a lot of experience. And today we are forgetting it. We are trying to imbibe the Western culture or trying to imbibe a totally alien culture to architecture. That's why I find that a lot of architects are not able to respond to the people's needs or aspirations.
So we use this concept of living heritage to say that occupation is a way of preserve architectural heritage, and architectural heritage is also a way to preserve immaterial or cultural heritage. So they are together and they are in the symbiosis. Most people, habitant people, are very connected and very concerned about heritage. It's not enough, because for preserving heritage it's not enough to be concerned. We need resources, we need politics, we need everyone.
When you have such living exhibitions, it is basically to make people understand that this is work in progress and there is something more that you can do, that we want people to understand their city better. So we were lucky last time also, this time also we had certain planning authority people coming in to see the exhibition and talking to us about their visions of the old Dhaka or the Puran Dhaka. And in talking to them again, I realized that they are all looking at the bigger picture. They are not looking at the ground reality, not from the people's perspective. So maybe this kind of intervention will help them realize this aspect as well.
There is a future for Puran Dhaka. The future is with his people. And this future is still in the making. We came with a very pessimistic idea. Everything is lost, it's a declining side. And now we are more positive, optimistic maybe.